Hello, this is Jared playing Oxygen Not Included, and this is a bonus episode. Releasing this on Sunday, typically only release Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday, but two things went wrong last time. First of all, I guess the volume in the actual video, but it would also, I guess, explain why no one was replying to the help I was asking for this particular thing. So before we get to that, I'm trying to get all achievements on hard mode. Current achievement I'm working on right now is suit sustainability, and I have had big regrets of not trying to get this earlier because the rule is I need to get every single dupe that I have. Currently, I've got 15 to have a Atmos suit on and do some sort of a task. At least once each cycle. I'm going to do that for, let me check here. I think it's like 10 cycles of that job suitability. Yeah, 10 cycles. We got to manage that. It's been a pain. What I think, so it's since it's been a day and I've gone through much pain. I think the problem is why I'm not getting this is dupes are getting trapped over here, forcing them to put this on because I'm not feeding enough oxygen. So it looks like 2 pumps down here under an electrolyzer is not enough. Over on this asteroid, we've got 1 dupe. So as long as this dupe, I've got an Atmos suit here. I've got 1 here and here, and I would suspect that they're not going to have too much problems with that. So that's the goal. Just get job sustainability achievement done, clean up a little bit, so that when I come back on my regular playthrough Tuesday, I won't have to think about this if this is successful. So again, my plan, my thinking was it's the fact that we have lack of oxygen system. I'll put in design and we'll see how it goes. This is the area here I've chosen to put in the new oxygen system to the left of the current system. I don't think we need nearly as much bristle blossom farm. I do have some farm over here that I'm going to keep alive, but I think we can tear this one down. So we'll do that plus take the automation equipment down as well and replace it with an oxygen system. And I'm really wishing that I had, well, if I had done this earlier, not only would it be easier because there was less dupes, but I could be flying my new jet suits. I would very much appreciate to be using those instead, but we can manage. Okay, oh, a little hug there, or the cuddle. Right, let's take this. Hit buildings, which is already selected. Do that. Take out the last little bit of wiring up there. Speed things up. Let's just check to make sure critters are not crowded. They look like they're fine. A little bit of a distraction. I think I printed, yeah, I did print a dupe last time. I've made a rule, until I get this achievement, I do not want to print anymore. Just curious what that was. Oh, that's all the non-oxygen. All right, let's put in the actual oxygen system. This part of it should be easy, essentially just replicating the design that I have over here with 2 pumps under 1 electrolyzer, bringing in my heavy watt wire line. Second storage there just to capture a little bit of excess oxygen. Once this is in place, then all I need to do is double up the piping to go up here. So I've got 2 pipes going up there instead of 1. Do we have any dupes trapped at the moment? We don't. The other thing is I think I'm going to get 2 achievements just by running in the background. One is get 1 year, which is 365. I think I'll be getting that this cycle. Let me just set this for oxygen. The other one is up here. This little smooth hatch needs to eat or produce 12 or 10 tons material. We'll take some pip eggs. So that'll just happen over time. Maybe if I remember, I'll inspect to see where that progress is. Okay, let's go over here. Idleness. Oh, yeah. I guess the reason that's being seen is because dupes are not being able to get out, which is not great. I set this up such that there's a bunch of dangerous areas. I guess I blocked off going in there. But, do I wait for this to be built, or do I allow the dupes to go out? If I disable this, that's going to cause a bit of Let's do it. Let's do it. And off for now. We'll concentrate on just loading the top one. But if I do that, there's a risk that the dupe soil will go down here without suits. That might be fine. It's not a strictly dangerous area. A little bit of a low carbon dioxide or oxygen level down there. They could also go down here, which I think the only real dangerous area is within this zone. And we blocked that off anyways. Okay, maybe we're fine. Let's go with that assumption. Excuse me, this just gets a little bit more done. Versus having dupes be stuck and do nothing for us each cycle. Still idle. Why? Whoa. Oh, I wonder. Is that, yeah, okay, that's just in this case minor. Even though I've, okay, there, minor is able to get out now. And I don't think, I just need to do that type of thing and plug this in, and I think we are good to go. I should just copy that setting down there. I think, though, hold on, whoa, before we go too far, I do want to cut this. And just notice that that's missing, so put that in place. And that's, okay, other than the fact that oxygen's not going anywhere, so we can start that process there. Okay, now we capture that. That's basically the non-oxygen line going out that way. And I will design the path that will actually reach up here. And we'll see if this works or not. And then the next part of this is just to connect this oxygen line up to our Atmo suits. Making sure non-oxygen goes that direction. Let's check on Explorer. What is keeping them busy? See, we still have hydrogen up there. Oh, right, brine. Last time we made this line in my quiet video that was sending brine to double up. So we're getting brine from 2 different locations because this guy wasn't quite enough. But we're also combining that with this over here. I might actually, this is a bit of a risk. You know what? Actually, hold off. Let's concentrate on the job sustainability achievement. Okay, so this is backed up, but that won't be the case. Maybe we'll do, actually, make that 50-50, so that can at least run. Research-wise, why don't we, not essential, but we'll start doing some research in the background. Where are we? Over 1,000,000.1 calories. And where are we with bleach stone? Still over 3 tons. Maybe I'll just ask for a few pieces of bleach stone to be made. Just so we stay on top of that. And even 1 line doesn't seem to be enough. I worry. Oh, I worry, actually. In this case, Carpenter not able to get out, even with 1 line. Is this going to work? Alright, well, let's get this built nonetheless and see. Just curious if this has done anything for us in terms of getting this thing. Not really. Not even 1 cycle. 9 and 15 for the current cycle. Okay, so this will double up our oxygen. I don't know. Let's enable this. Forcing dupes to have to wear an Atmo suit when they leave. But there's not really much oxygen. I wonder if I should disable. And we'll keep that disabled with the idea of letting that charge up for a cycle. Now, what I wanted to do this cycle was go down here And I was gonna say I won't because it's dangerous with the volcano. Actually, I don't think it will be. So technically, let's just there's a bit of a warm area to go through. Would I mean they'd be able to get down quick, but on the way up they may become overheated. I just worry about that. Okay, I may have to find a different project for them while we wait for some oxygen loading. I think I've got my project to keep me busy for a cycle while we wait for some oxygen to load in here. And that is to put in some, put these stables into use. Once that is the case, we can actually get rid of some of the awkward shaped ones. Definitely this one here. And maybe this one over there to this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, at priority, and dump some water up here. And then this is where we'll be storing our pip eggs. Think I may have that in the wrong place. Hold on. Didn't I? 1, 2. Oh, I see. Whoops. Okay, let's move that over one where the water comes in. And we'll make sure we get insulated so we don't have the hot air bothering us too much. Let's have a look. Okay, still need to wait a little bit, I'm thinking. Maybe I'll get the few dupes that are wearing their suits to take them off for the moment. Well, at least the ones that I can see. Another one here, minor. Oh, radiation poisoning. If this doesn't work, well, I'll have to come up with something else. What that something else is, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe just more. Oh, more dupes with their suits. Figure until we've got a full charge everywhere's here. There's no point in having anyone wearing suits. Okay, let's make sure we get some water loading in here. I might need to move this where I want to have the auto sweeper too. Copy hydrogen from here to here. We can get rid of that now. I think I can design the inside of this area. Realize that I should not have put the mesh tiling in there. That's okay, we'll rebuild that out. Oh, and we need to put a tile right there just to make sure that that actually is a stable. And of course we need to actually have a pick up instead of a drop off. Let's do a bunch of wrangling in here. I wonder if that was actually too much, maybe. Just want to copy the settings. Put that in here. I don't know if it matters. The different type. Maybe we'll include Cuddle Pip Egg in this whole setup. And we'll put in a door to stop the auto sweeper from pushing in too many eggs. Based on this guy down here. And we've got to get a connection from there to there in terms of automation. Okay, definitely not wanting any new dupes. Just say, oh, ready to get rid of that. Mop up the overflow. Put that in there. Make sure we get this to be able to actually drop the eggs off. I've forgotten that before. And then I've had eggs stuck in here. It's no fun. What's the best way? Probably just go down to an existing one. Hit copy. And hit paste across the way. I may... Actually, I should start to sample. I wish there was a way, I don't think there is, a critter-specific view where I could see which ones are tamed and which one... Okay, glum. How many are glum versus not glum? There's glum. That may indicate to me that we need another dupe that can concentrate on critters. But again, I don't want to print another dupe until we get this achievement. So, okay. It's looking a little bit better, but. Why? Okay, I don't care about the decorations just yet. That's going to be another day. That's coming in. Okay, we need to give that a little bit more time, but I'm liking the fact that what I should do in the meantime is make sure the dupes deliver in current suits, including down here. I should have enough to go around for everyone. I don't think it's number of suits. I think it's the problem I'm having is the amount of oxygen. It's just a little bit too difficult. Okay, so I guess we will need another project potentially. Okay, let's just double check here. I want this set up for the different types of pips. Cuddle. And a regular pip egg. Alright, with that done, I still want to stay within my base, so I'll come up with the next project. Probably won't take the dupes long at all, but I'm going to extend a fire pole down here. As well as upgrade this to a plastic ladder. Just that when we go down in this area, we'll be able to get down there all the quicker. Again, just waiting for in here. Spect. Okay. Guess no wrangling has really happened. What I might do, I don't know if it would be that difficult. I don't think it will. Let's take an automation line. Temporary. Oh, not from there. Not from there. From here, which is looking at whether we need wrangling or not. We'll have that. We'll tie that into this setup temporarily. And we'll relocate these over. Do this gas vent high priority just so I can take this guy out. Getting up there to 365. I wonder... Should I... You know, no, let's just wait. I don't want to regret it. Let's just max out. There's lots of little projects I can find for my dupes in the meantime. Improve the efficiency of the base. Food seems to be good. I've been ignoring Explorer. I'm going to take a little bit of time to make sure that they've got something useful to do. What I think I'd like to do is plant this there. But I only want to use tame pips to do that. In the meantime, I'm going to get Explorer to go find out what this geyser is. And I'm going to ask for a number... Oh, right. I want to make sure I have just the pip eggs, tame eggs. So we'll do this, but... Maybe put in maybe some sort of... I don't know, we'll... do that type of... Well, let's see, hold on. Why can't I type? Must have keys mapped to multiple things. But what I want to do is make sure that... Where can I specify? Come on now. I want to have... Oh, just get rid of that. Sweep only. But I still have pip eggs selected, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. And we'll go down here, where there should be a bunch of eggs. It's a priority 6, so it shouldn't take too long. It may take a little bit to... Oh, one little ladder. In fact, why don't we just make that plastic ladder all the way up? Whoops, I didn't mean to disable. There should be plenty of plastic. The only thing is the dupes will have to... Oh, I'm forcing the dupes right... It's not great. Forcing the dupes, in particular the ranching, to go in here while having to hold their breath. Okay, I hate that. I'm not a big fan of this achievement. But let's do this. Let's enable this. So we've got a day. Probably won't get this cycle, but by the start of the next cycle, maybe we'll be in a situation where dupes. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell Rancher to come in, put a suit. So I don't like the idea of them having to realize that they're out of oxygen and have to get down. Shouldn't take them too long. If it was kind of the reverse thing where they have to climb the ladder to get out, that might be really bad. But a fire pole is not as risky. Okay, there's Rancher with their suit. So the dupes don't have to wear a suit at night. And by the way, once this achievement is done, this whole thing's being ripped down in favor of jet suits outside the main exits. But in the meantime, as long as I can be assured that the dupes are wearing this, I think the goal for today, beyond just the achievement, just to make sure I keep the dupes busy. Let's go check on Explorer. They're still going down this direction. But the project will be to tame this aluminum volcano, or at least start the process. I realized a light is on continuously because a little bit of an automation wire was forgotten. So and we're going to have to make sure that Explorer, well, right now, they're in a situation where they're always having to put on their suit each day. Okay, cycle 364. Let's see, where are we? Starting off. Okay, we have not gone only 3 of the 15 dupes. Really? Really? Only 3 of the 15 dupes have actually... I do not believe that. I've done an errand in an Atmos suit. That is so not true. I remember this last time. There's something about this where it doesn't update correctly. And I remember if I restart my game, I wonder if that will refresh it. Just reload it. Let's go back here and see if that has done anything. Just so I can get a good reading to see if I'm onto something or not. Jobs. 6 of 15. Really? That's not great. Let's read this a little bit closer in case maybe I'm missing anything. Duplicates have completed exosuit errands this cycle. All duplicates completed an exosuit errand for... What does it mean by an exosuit errand? I assume that just means any errand while they're wearing an exosuit. The whole thing says 410 cycles in a row. Have every duplicate in the colony complete at least one errand while wearing an exosuit. I'm assuming, but okay, it says 9 out of 15 right now. But like, there is clearly, like, what am I missing? At least now, oxygen is lined up, so that's something. What I'm doing is I'm getting heavy watt wires brought down. I'm going to mine a little bit of... okay, watch here in case dupes get themselves trapped. We'll mine a little bit of copper ore. Because we need a little bit more of that to complete all the heavy watt wire I'm needing to make. $12 of 15. Ugh. And it doesn't tell you which dupes. Okay, let's just follow Artist. I'm just curious. I don't think it was Artist that was missing it, but maybe it was. They have not appeared to have done a task yet. So you would think that's an Aaron, right? If artist was in fact one of the ones that wasn't 13. I don't want to be stuck on this achievement. Okay, whoa. Did I catch a dupe not wearing a suit? I don't think so. Because they all have cots here, so I figured we're safe. I'm guaranteed to get them all wearing a suit. If it was just one, I could see if Explorer, well, no, clearly Explorer, wearing an Atmo suit. Currently going to find out what's this geyser is about. Gonna make sure I don't dig this in case it's a volcano or something I don't want to unpack. Okay, aluminum volcano. This is not good. We're almost at the end of the cycle, and we have not progressed. 13. There's 2 dupes that are just not helping us out. Seriously wish I had have gotten, I had thought to do this one with less dupes. I don't know. I thought that was it. I thought the oxygen system was just where I was being hit on this. What dupe is not cooperating? I don't know what to do from this point. I mean, I could restart again, but I mean, I already did a game restart. There's 2 dupes that for some, they could be, it could be a weird, 14 out of 15. 14. I'm going to give this one more cycle, and we'll see if it kind of works itself out. So I assume, we'll see if I'm right, at the top of the cycle, it probably resets to, okay, 415, so it's resets. We didn't actually get, because of one dupe, either not realizing that they don't have their suit on, but I'm pretty sure every dupe has a suit on, including Explorer. Explorer doesn't have it on continuously, but that shouldn't matter. Should make sure that Explorer goes out in one of these directions. Let's also make sure that our pip eggs have come through. Oh, no. No, they have not. Okay, land those on the floor. Apparently I have not told this I want eggs. I probably don't want that to stay on the eggs in case one of the wild critters lays an egg in there and inadvertently transfers something over. That's probably why I didn't keep that on eggs. Well, we're making progress on our heavy watt wire, but are we making progress? 1 year to be exact. Sure. Let's see if I'm doing any progress on down the hatch. Where is it? Let me put it in search down. 0.6 tons, but that's fine. That's fine. Because this guy can just slowly work on that. I don't care about that. I care very much about getting this suit sustainability thing behind us. Where are we? Job suitability. 13 out of 15. Again, the 2 dupes. The 2 dupes. Is cooking not considered, because I have 2 chefs. Is cooking not considered an errand? I would assume it would. Maybe it's not. Don't let me forget to re-enable these, but I'm going to disable this. Let's see, supplying material. So now the 2 chefs are doing other things. $13 of 50. Okay, no. This is quickly getting quite frustrating. I've got 14 dupes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2. So they're all within here. They must all be wearing ammo suits. I really, really need this to tell me which of the two dupes do not, and I also need this to not have to scroll up the whole time. Which two dupes, please, please. I really think this should be like 8, just a constant 8. What if I had 100 dupes at this point? Like, it's so much harder when you wait. I mean, 15 doesn't seem ridiculous, but it's not fun. I'm gonna think and try to see if there's something I'm missing. I'll be back, hopefully with some idea. So I've got an idea. What if the problem I'm having, let me just check sand down here, doesn't trap anyone. What if the task at hand is the problem? I know that I've got 2 dupes here. Let me just re-enable them. I wonder if it's the ranchers. Because all they do, maybe ranching isn't considered an errand. So my thought is, let's just put in 14 different locations that only one of each dupes can do. I'll force them at high priority to do a build every cycle. And we'll see if that gets us through this. So we're going to dig out a spot up here such that I can kind of make that have enough room. Probably don't need to go quite that high, but it's not going to hurt. Fill in the middle sections here with some ladders. So done with exosuits, especially now that they could be wearing jet suits. It's so painful. I suppose at this point, now that they've got that in between, we can just do this and this. The other thing okay, no, let's just tear this out. Put in the fire pole. Just out of curiosity, where are we? 11 to 15. We've gone a cycle. Oh, okay. I hope we can hold on to that. So 1 cycle down. I don't even know if that's because of this or... Okay. Let me build my plan. So here it is. 1 tiny little room that's going to have a very high priority task for the dupes just to be able to build some. So I can guarantee that everyone builds 1 thing each cycle. And if we can get that and we can get this achievement out of the way, oh, that would be so nice. So we get a bunch of doors, control access. What did I make them out of? Aluminum. I think I'm getting a little low on aluminum. We'll be reclaiming all this afterwards. And open each one of these. So I just need to be able to control who can go in. They don't need to actually be open and closed. Just out of curiosity, anything? 13 of 15. Okay. Why don't I wonder, I bet it's my 2 branching dupes. Let's start with them. So I've got 2 very urgent tasks that only my 2 at ranching, veterinarian being 1. A dupe has come down to do. Let's see if that has 14. Is there a chance before the end of this cycle that we could get rancher? You're not rancher. You're not rancher. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I don't want to lose my progress. Follow cam. Going to eat. Is there time? Is there time? Alright, okay. Follow cam. Now you're in here. What did you... Oh, you're going to eat again? No, okay, we got time, we got time. Follow cam. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Okay, thank goodness they've got light. Takes. Okay, no, no, no. You're not going to bed now. There's no way. There's no way. Rancher. Let's create a special schedule like this. With, does everyone have 3? Let's take sleep down to 3. With bath time. I guess that was not always applied. And then take this over. We have another break. That's fine. Rancher, go to work. No, no, no. Don't. No, 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 no. Not sleeping. Not sleeping. Are they? They're tired. Fair enough. Okay, I might as well put them back then. We might lose the progress. Rancher, rancher. Nope. Storing equipment. Is that to go down to do... Okay, I think they're actually going to do it. No, what are you doing? Not this way. You should be building this. $14. I'm assuming it's rancher. Okay, rancher. Follow cam. Storing suit. Ranch. No, I don't want you. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's why. Okay, I set this up wrong. What did I miss? Missed rancher. That's what's going on. Tell them they're allowed in, no one else is. Okay, it's the ranching base dupes that has been killing me for the last day. But at least I know that. Okay, fair enough. And I just made it. So let's give this a second to cross to the next cycle. All right. So maybe I just don't need to worry about all the other, except for the cooking base dupes. They make me worried, or maybe there is an errand. Okay, we made 2. 8 more to go. Let's start off with doing this and this. We'll see if that applies, and I'll do some work on this volcano. Okay, here is my project of building on top of a volcano, aluminum volcano. A little bit of digging down here, bunch of construction, cooling line. Over on the other asteroid, recognize that I didn't actually put the cooling system above here. Doesn't seem to be too bad at the moment. But what I'd like to start with is draining the ethanol line into here. Make it a little bit of room. Let's see, with that construction already, 10 of 15, but not everyone. Uh-oh. Just in case, chef will get you, allow you to go in and out. Baker, you can go in and out. I wonder. Okay, with those 2, 12 of 15. Notice that maybe we need to do that. Maybe it is, okay, we'll do this. Actually, no, do that. Who else could it be? Let's make sure that, explore. I don't know, what can I get you to do? Some digging. I'll keep you busy in case it's you. You're one of them. Make that priority, just so we're not done in by them. See, that was complete. So 13. Just to be safe, I might just do every single dupe. We just set 1 room per dupe and 1 tap starvation. Maybe because you're being forced to do this high priority thing. Farmer. Just do your thing, do your thing. Maybe farming is one of those things. Why couldn't you have gone in both? Oh, no, 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 no. No. Okay, more settings need to be done. So I think this should do. 2 more dupes. Who is that? I can at least find out who didn't actually come in to do something. There's artist. Farmer. Farmer. Okay, do we have everyone? We do. Okay, awesome. In which case, farmer doesn't need to do that for today. Let's take out some of this stuff. Maybe tomorrow we'll do some digging. All right, well, with that being done, let's come down here. Can start doing a little bit more mining. Let's make sure, Explorer clearly is has done their thing for today, but I need to stay on top of them as well. Cheval eggs. Relocate that. This room here, working out. None of them has escaped in a long time, so that's good. 1, 2, and 3. Let's just do that at higher priority. I definitely want more dupes too. Our calories is not growing though. That has me a bit worried. Maybe this whole setup, what could be the limiting factor? Probably meat. I'm a bit surprised. 3,000 calories of meat. I'm actually a bit surprised. Now, this whole setup hasn't had its time to fully come into production just yet, but okay, let's do the next little section here, which we'll try to do some digging instead. Maybe up. Okay, I'll set up for 1 corner. Okay, all I need to do now is this and this to indicate to the dupes. Come in and dig. Well, I'm assuming that digging is going to be oh, that's granite. Who is... Farmer probably does not have that ability. And they're one of the dupes I think that we actually need to target. I bet we have all but... Yeah, 14. I bet it's farmer. Okay, so farming and ranching. I suspect that cooking counts as an errand. Let's check. 15, yeah, okay. So I've got to really target farmer and rancher in particular. In fact, maybe next cycle I'll only target those 3. And we'll see how we do. And with the rest of the time, oh, did I think I did. Enabled. This would explain why calories is not higher if I had those disabled, but that's not the case. Do a little bit more digging down here. So my goal today is not to finish the volcano. If I get this achievement, that's good. We can come and finish the this volcano thing next time. But maybe we'll actually do significant progress on it. So I'm pretty sure that I can do everything but that 1 tile to keep it. Oh, of course, I want to do the analysis. It says it's dormant. What should I do? Should I risk it? Let's do it. Analyze, start that process, make that higher priority. It is far from the base, so if that goes wrong, it's not the biggest deal. I should also check. I've been giving out skills this episode yet. There's a few dupes. Okay, exosuit training is what I want to concentrate in particular. But I'll give you... Oh, let's do Masterworks. So we have someone that can do Masterworks now. That's actually an easy achievement. Baker. Give you plumbing. And a little bit more construction. Builder, worried about you. A carpenter, for some reason, you're okay. Could get another mecha. Okay, not mecha eng yet, but we'll work towards that. Let's do improve construction, plumbing. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Leave you alone. Farmer, I'd like to be able to get that, but I'm not going to be able to. Suit sustainability. Exosuit training. I think I'm going to leave them alone. Scientist. I think I'll leave them alone. Veterinarian. And explorer. We'll leave... actually, as soon as we get 1 or 2 of these pips hatching... How many did we end up getting? Oh, it's hard to see. Never mind. Okay, did we get the ethanol drained out? Because if so, I'll move on to the next part of the project. We did. Installing a few pipes here to get my cooling system to go from here over to make sure it visits this gold volcano. We are going to have to bring the cooling system for this base over in this area too, but let's get this thing built first. Okay, let's not get too distracted. Okay, so we made 4, 8 of the 5. Let's see if I can just do maybe. Oh, I need to identify which one is farmer. Which one was farmer? It's this one. Okay, the one that has that. Okay, let's do this. For the 3 of them. The other thing I'm doing is targeting the tile underneath some of these. Just because. That's our 2 ranching base dupes. Farmer. Coming up. $11. Uh-oh. Let's just do everywhere's. But let's not forget about... It could be explore. Do that. Do that. So I'm getting explorer to do things that don't involve... Oh, they busted a pipe. Let's come in here. Let's dig this out. Priority. Currently they are on break. We can mop that up after. Don't get us in trouble, Explorer. Okay, with the alarm off. 14. It is, I'm hoping, Explorer at this point. Scientists working away down here. Maybe I'll put in a few bins. We can remove some of the material. Maybe we'll do that before we build that. Explorer. Okay, sleeping, that's fine. We actually have a lot of the time. Midday sleeper. Showering. Putting on a suit. Let me just see. Before the dig, 14. After a dig, 15. Okay, so we made another cycle of that. Okay, good. Might as well go top speed, but I gotta be very careful watching this thing so I don't slip by cycle without doing my checks. And fill this in just so that we get rid of the fungal spore, sportude spore, whatever it's called. Put that there. Put everything sweep only. Copy that just so we don't have to remove stuff out of this in the future by the manual or by the auto sweeper. I don't know if that would be the biggest thing, but still. We'll take obsidian and start to fill that in along that way. See, some pipe still needs to be done there, so Explorer still has something to do. Another cycle done. How many is that? Is there 5? Okay, already have 2 of the dupes. Let's not waste any time. Get this set up. It is probably, again, this dupe, and a farmer down here. I don't know if deconstruction counts. Farmer coming in. Let's look quick. 11 of 15. Let's make sure that Explorer has, maybe we'll explore it. We'll just need to do some digs somewhere out there with their atmosuit. Seem to always catch Explorer when they're on break. 13. Maybe deconstruction's not an error. Do this. Maybe we just have to do this everywhere, just to be safe. One and 2. 13, so we need 2 more dupes. Oh, no, don't fill in tasks for other dupes, please. That's not good. Who's this? Who's not artist? Don't be lazy, artist. Okay, 15. Another cycle of that foolishness. So we put in that system there. What else needs to go in here? I don't think we need automation. Don't want that guy to be that location. Let's move him over there. Another cycle coming to a close. Do some research. Grab whatever this is going to be. Oh, spigot pop. You like a cold area, don't you? Maybe we'll throw you up here. And see that area is crowded, so maybe I'll bring you up here. Actually, I don't think I can get up there because that is now a jet suit only area. Maybe up here be a bit better. Okay, so now that we are at another cycle, we've cleared the board. We're 6 of 10, making progress. Let's ask for these to be taken out. I should have made this area a little bit bigger. Didn't expect it was going to work out this. I mean, I could be getting them to build other things just on top of this instead of reconstructing. Okay, maybe I'll do that with the next few cycles so I don't have to. This maybe be the last deconstruction in this way. Okay, I will set up the next tasking. Just to be different, figure we'll build ladders this time. Unless maybe ladders does not count as an errand. I doubt that's the case. Everyone but one. So plumber, with you done. 15. Okay, awesome. So earlier we're getting okay, a little bit of hunger. That's because they could be going to that urgent task. You're going to go to the washroom despite the fact that you're hungry. Go find food. Go find food. Running a little bit slower because you also carbon dioxide. Bit of an issue. So probably need to do this and that. So we can get that flowing once again. What about carbon dioxide levels down here? Not too bad. Probably do need to empty one or two of these though. Maybe we'll do all three. And I think we're ready for the next tasking over here. Let's just put that in there. Okay, so with the rest of this cycle, where I don't have to worry about that achievement, I'm going to put an insulated path here, a ladder down here, so we can do some work under on this side. And I'm asking for our cooling line to come in. And that's actually running right there. Let's actually have a look at the overall temperatures. Making sure that the two entrances that I have unprotected seems to be fine. Actually, more heat coming from this guy than that. Maybe I should have my cooling lines that anywhere's close. It is. I could do this type of thing such that I get radiant pipe going around like that. Do that. Do that. Because that's cutting off our cooling system. Let's make that a priority. I am low on lead. Mind a little bit of it back, so maybe we should be okay for now. Okay, so new cycle. I got to focus on that. Now I will build something other than ladder. Just a few more pipes and I'll have this all connected. But a higher priority task of digging over here with an Atmo suit back on this base. Standard thing. This time just building pipes. Farmer is always the one. I wonder if it's just because of their schedule where they sleep in the morning. Anyways, they have done their thing. Have we gotten to 15? Look at that. All right, 8 of 10. So this gives me the whole, again, cycle just to not worry about that. Let's go check on Explorer since they didn't have a lot to do to get the cooling line running. Just a little bit of piping in the middle. Some over there. Okay, we'll come back to them. Piping over here. Take those two down. Okay, fill that in. Start to add some insulation. Again, insulation. Actually, let's careful not to trap any dupes. Don't want to forget about the next cycle though. Cooling line, not spinning around just yet. See, a few more pipes need to be built. That's fine. As long as Explorer has done something in their exosuit this cycle, I am fine. Overheating. What is that? Oh, that's just something up here. Oh, shoot. Okay, we've taken, I didn't notice that. We've taken in some heat. And not only that, we've got this we've got to worry about. This needs to be converted to steel. Okay, so that takes care of losing a little bit of gas over that direction. And let's put this, I still need to get hydrogen out of there so it doesn't build up. Put that in, high priority. Whew, okay. We can add insulation a little bit further along. My plan is to put petroleum right here, and realizing I will need a system to get out the oxygen or whatever this gas is there by the time we're in. And I may need a transformer. Maybe put that, oh shoot. Okay, figure out where that goes later. But we're at the next cycle, so let's build something else. More gas pipes being installed along this way. Curious, we'll find farmer is one of the last ones again. Oh no, not this time. Showing up early to do their thing. Mechanic, the last one today. And because I gave Explorer a little digging job in their section, they've got that taken care of. Okay. And more insulation along that way. Ready for petroleum at that location. Let's see if 100. I feel like that might be another 100. Another 100. I think we're just going to be forced to take 100. And why don't we seal this off? Got to make sure we actually have an exit for the metal. Can empty this. So I didn't actually catch where were we? Where are we? 9 of 10. So does that mean at the end of this cycle we get it? That'd be awesome. If not, I guess it'll be the following cycle, which is fine. And realizing I forgot to send power into you. Now that I've got more lead, I can put that in, but I've decided where that transformer will be. I think right there. Meaning, might want to move that. And put you into there. And put heavy wire into there. We'll have to bring some water down here. Yeah, I knew that was going to be way too much. I should have searched for a spot with less. Add insulation down there. And here we are. We'll see if at the end of this cycle or next. I'm pretty sure it's going to be this cycle. We get this achievement done. Ooh. 9 of 10. Okay. One more cycle. One more cycle. What can I build next? This time doing some wiring. See if that does the trick. And maybe at the end of this cycle, I can put this nightmare achievement behind me. Mechanic. Wonder if mechanic has already done something anyways. Come on, don't reset on me. 14. Oh no, unless it's explore. Oh, I got it. Okay, so you don't have to wait to the end of this achievement. On the last day, you need to get them all to do something, but you don't have to make it to the end of that. Let's verify that that's actually an achievement. Two long episodes, one that did not have audio, and that's probably a good thing based on the mood I was in. But still, actually, it's this one. It hasn't updated to the 15 of, yeah, up to the total of 15. But we got it behind us. All right, just before I leave, let me do a few of the cleanup stuff before I leave it to whatever I decide to do next time. So on this asteroid, noting that our cooling line is doing a couple things. First of all, some of that's being stolen there. We don't have an even amount. It's also appearing not to make it through here. Oh, I see the muck up. There's that. I think I also need to do that and that. And maybe do a disconnect over there, over here. Tearing this down. This is going to cause a bit of an oxygen mess. Let me destroy a few at a time. See how bad this is going to be. Main thing though, let's disable this, which means the dupes won't be wearing Atmos suits. Let's make sure I enable it here and re-enable it here. Oh, might as well grab whatever, pinch pepper seed or mealwood. I could bring in another dupe. I'm only slowly going up in calories, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. Let's check the oxygen level. Far too high. I wonder if I should just, like, smash it all now, because we're probably going to get popped eardrums. Instead of getting popped eardrums, like, every cycle, when I pop a few each cycle, if we just do one big pop, maybe that's the smarter thing to do. Yeah, popped eardrums all over the place. No dupes do have carpeted tile. Worst case, they can come down here. We've got this enabled. Okay, and they've even put in a suit. That's awesome. Deliver these down here. And if dupes are not wearing suits, I think I restricted them from going in here. No. Oh no, I disabled this. Let's enable our jet suits so we can be in the business of doing that again. Checking in up here. For some reason, this has not been populated. I think I definitely need another dupe to concentrate on ranching. Okay, some eggs starting to show up there. Okay, that's good. They can slowly populate those rooms. Let's enable this, but actually, hold on. I don't know if we can do that. Disable that. We need to build in, but I definitely want to get my, yeah, let's put in the jet suits so that'll be ready for next time. Okay, I am in a much better mood now that this achievement is done, first of all, and second of all, now that jet suits are being a thing once again. Cooling line, running. Oh, you know what? Let's do a similar thing here. Let's take this out and change this for a jet suit as well. That way, Explorer will have 2 different locations to put on their suits. Yes, popped eardrums, but hoping that's going to be temporary. Why don't we enable that? Deliver a suit down there. Come back to Explorer in a second, see how these guys are doing. I've decided to make the first one out of gold, and I think we're fine with lead everywhere else. In fact, the first one's probably fine with lead since this cooling system seems to be working well enough. Last little touches on this. This will be completed next time. This was just to keep the dupes busy while I sort out how to do this friggin' achievement. You know what we could do quickly, too? I don't know where. You know what? Put that there and put that there. And if that gets done, I think that's an easy achievement the artist can give us. Spending so much. And how are we doing? You're still alive. Any more smooth hatch eggs? There is another one when he hatches. That'll just double the eating progress. Let's see where we are on that one. Down the hatch, 1.4. Not so much worried about that one. I know that one will just happen in time. Let's go check on Explorer. So they've got that. Let's deliver a suit here. So make sure I've got that blocked off. That's already disconnected. That can go, actually. So we don't even need that those ladders with that jet suit. Do we have some petroleum lined up? We do. What I'm thinking of doing is making this area, taking these out. Boom, 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 and boom. So we should put that in first. Okay, fortunately, Explorer on break. Let's give them an extra flower on the other side. Oh, is that not enough weight for you? Okay, they're on breaks, so they can't do anything at the moment. Oh, the dupes mean... Oh no, we disabled this, so they should be able to go grab some lead. Surprised that's not built already. Couple things I miss for deconstruction. Let's just up the priority so I can move on with other things. Deliver. 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 Deliver and deliver. Gotta go find some gold. So we get a suit there. Not a suit, but deliver. That's been blocked off. Now I can take this out. I can take that out. I'd like to see Explorer fly around just a little bit. Give me that. Nice. Okay. So Explorer can be, and technically we don't need these anymore since that's no longer part of the nature reserve. Ah. Nice. Nice. Okay, back to the jet suit thing. I think I've got to make a higher priority of getting those lined up. Any dupes walking around with suits? I think see Carpenter with that. Oh, Farmer. One on. If I did this, let's just verify that our jet suit setup is working. Should at least see Miner go up there. Maybe other dupes as well. Nice. Nice. Okay. I'd like to see them go down here for some construction, but oxygen levels. We may just have to wait. Maybe what I should do is get this connected there and disconnect it there. So that is on a separate oxygen line. So we don't have to share between this and everywhere else. Can distribute that in other ways later on. Oh, and that's not going to work unless we click on that. Don't want to come back tomorrow and realize I've been building without my jet suits. That would be so sad. Okay, Carpenter, enabling this. So, next time someone goes through, let me just finish that and that. Yes! Yes! Finally! Finally! We're out of the business of doing things with Atmos suits. Outside the base, we have our jet suits, and the job suitability is done. This must be artist's work. Art underground done. And wasn't expecting that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully, I will see you next time. Next time, I will be completing this little setup, which is not too far away. And then beyond that, I'm not certain, but maybe we'll be going up in space. Anyway, hopefully see you next time.